Well, I'm looking for someone who obviously has experience running a large organization. Chicago Police Department is big, it's complicated, so you've got to have somebody who's a proven good manager. I want somebody who obviously understands the value of constitutional policing and building very strong and deep relationships with the community. Chief Beck, when he was addressing the command staff, said today, and I think it's apt, what you do as a leader, particularly when you're engaged with the community, is you build up a well of goodwill, and you want to make sure that that bank is as full as possible, so that if you ever need to draw down on it, you've got that trust and credibility established. So I want somebody who understands that. I also want somebody who really values the Chicago Police Department. We've got a lot of strengths. There's been a lot of good progress that's been made. Ideally, of course, I'd like somebody who understands that consent decrees are a real opportunity and maybe has gone through that experience themselves. But I just want to make sure that we build on the progress that's been made. This isn't a very important appointment for me. I'm hopeful and I believe that the police board will do a very rigorous vetting of candidates. And obviously, I should have probably said this at the beginning, I want somebody who really understands how to move the needle in making communities safe. Yeah, look, I'm mindful of the fact that there hasn't been a woman who's been the head of the CPD, and under the right circumstances, absolutely. I really care a lot about diversity. I want to make sure that we're building capacity among women in the ranks. If you look at our command staff, it's very diverse from a racial perspective, not as diverse when it comes to gender. So certainly I want to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to create the pipeline of future women leaders, because of course the police department should have a female leader at some point, maybe this time, but certainly I want to make sure that we set that up so that that's a possibility. Everything that you do when you step up, particularly in a public role that I have now, there's going to be critics. I understand that. But, you know, I'm 57 years old. I have a pretty good sense of my values, what my North Star is. I'm thoughtful in my approach. I'll be thoughtful in the approach here. And I'm going to pick the person that I believe is truly the best person for the foreseeable future of this department. Given how difficult and challenging this job is, and there's a finite number of people across the country that can really do it. I'd say, you know, I'm making it up, but I would say under 10. Under 10, yeah.
10. Okay, do you know their names? Could you tick them off right now?
Well, some I could for sure, but I'm also, I think this is no, I don't want to try now, but I do think this is a real opportunity for somebody who maybe isn't the #1 person in a department, but maybe is the 2 or the 3 to say, you know what, I'm ready to step up and lead. And I hope that that happens. I'd like to see us get an abundance of options. And I think that that will be good for the city. I also want people within the department who are thinking, well, is this my time? Step up.